Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sue, and today we're going to see what's the best dividend stocks for this week. We're also going to do some analysis aftermath elections, and after that we're going to do some portfolio simulation based on my portfolio on eToro. So stay around. One of the reasons I've chosen these stocks is not only because they belong to my portfolio, but also the dividend stocks are going to be this week. If I advise you to invest on them, no, I won't advise you to invest on them at the moment. I'll leave it to invest in January, February, because the market at the moment is the higher peak, and in January, February usually it's going to be low. We're going to see this in the graphic, but in the meantime, let's go for the stocks. So we're going to have Chevron on the 17th of November, which is going to be tomorrow, with a 6.4% of dividend held. We're going to have WBA All Greens Boots, which is going to be on the 18th of November. All Green Boots, it's one of the biggest pharmaceutical retailers, with a dividend held of a 4.38%. On the same day, we're going to have also Microsoft with a dividend held of 1.03. I don't have here Microsoft as a big dividend held stock, but as a big company, because it's a stock that has been growing ever since. And Main Street Capital with a high dividend held of 4.38% on November 24th. Main Street Capital is a financial company that invests on the Wall Street. We may have this company with highs and lows, but it has been a stable company with high profits in the past years. As you can see, we are a bit short to invest in these companies. We don't have more than 2 days to invest them, except Main Capital. But the goal is actually to have them on our watch list and see if in February, January they'll go down and we'll buy it. So we won't receive the dividends of that quarter, but we're going to receive the dividends of the upcoming quarters. So let's now look into the graphs. Chevron at the moment is quite high, valued at 83. As you can see with the elections, what happened, all the stocks went up, and now you may starting to see a bearish market, but it's still early to say it. We're going to have here a support. We have here another support, 82. And but we need to check what's going to happen, because I think that's going next January, February, that's going to be a big drop. WBA it's not to buy right now. It's quite high. It is at 42.71. We have here a support at 42.28. We may need, this may go down as well as Chevron, but once again we need to do some analysis and keep an eye on it. Microsoft didn't receive a big jump after the elections. As we can see, we had a big drop now. We had a big jump here on the elections day, and then a drop, and now it's going to maintain at 216. This may drop a little bit more, at least for the support here. That's 214. Let's see what's going to happen in January, February. And here we have Main with a quite similar behavior as Microsoft, the big jumps, and now has been stabled, but has a tendency to go down. Let's see if it goes to the below the support of 30, and here we may have, yeah, it's going down for sure. It's going down for sure for the next days, so keep an eye on it as well. In terms of the overall market, I've got the SP 500. So I've put it here, when was the elections of George Bush, when was the elections of Barack Obama, and the elections of Trump, and the elections of Biden. So here, as you can see, we have a drop, but this was due to a crisis. Barack Obama has increased, and after a few months later, we have a drop. This is quite normal due to the end of the year, so we have here a little drop. Also here a little drop. And now, so here was when Biden was elected. Let's go here, let's dip a little bit more in terms of 1 day. And we are seeing, so we're going to see another fall on, and maybe on Monday we're going to, yeah, we're going to continue dropping for sure. And so this week we may continue dropping as well. So let's see what's going to happen for the pre-markets. Actually, we're going to have a positive pre-markets with around 1.5% roughly, but I don't know if this is going to be reflected on the SP 500. So actually we have the big sell, and we're going to have a lot of buy right now. You think that we may lose the time to market, even continuing with the increase of the stocks, I don't know what's going to be the impact of Pfizer with the new vaccine. This is going to be positive for the market for sure. Until January, February, I think the market is going to go down. December usually has been a negative month with the stocks going down. This is a really limbo market at the moment. Volatility is quite high, and we need to see what's going to happen when Biden gets the White House. So there's a lot of ifs, and we need to be careful basically. So now let's see how you can do some portfolio simulation. This is actually based on my portfolio in eToro. So this is my portfolio on eToro. If you want to follow me or copy me, the link is on the description. And as you can see, all the stocks I've spoken today, it's on my portfolio, which is WBA, Chevron, Microsoft, and Main. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I do some simulations and see what I'm going to receive per month. Actually, eToro doesn't give that functionality. We need to dig a little bit more, investigate where is going to be the ex-dividend dates each time for each stock that we own. And I've put all this in the spreadsheets. So if you guys want to simulate the same portfolio as I have, you can simulate using the spreadsheets. Let me know if you want to use the spreadsheets. Leave a comment and I'll give you the link. So this here, it's actually an example. If you have $5,000, how do you split your 5,000 within all the stocks that I have on my portfolio? Actually, this is not too far in terms of weight that I have in each one of them. I try to put almost the same amount in all of them, depending if I do some averaging. So for example, Chevron, I had to do some averaging, so probably it's one of the stocks that I have most. As well, Main, so I have more stocks on them to do some averaging. They were quite negative and I had to buy more to do this averaging in order to get more profits as soon as they go up in the next upcoming months or years. So here, for example, if you want to increase your average at the moment it's at 5%, but let's say that I want to increase this dividend yield, the real dividend yield, a little bit higher. One of the things that I use here to insert is GBX, so all the prices here are in dollars. So for Lumen, for example, it's a financial company institution, which is a British company. So in order to do that, so for example, let's get the price of it, and I can copy here. Oh, actually it's already here, and he automatically converts into how many dollars it's each stock. So you can use this calculator to convert GBX to $2. So let's say that you want to increase your dividend yield of your portfolio with the same amount of $5,000. So what you should do, so let's order this by annual dividend yield increasing. So if you are in Europe, you can use GBL. GBL, it's one of the American ETFs, but I still have this because I bought before the law got in. I'm okay, so my stock, it's a real asset, it's not a CFD. So, but let's say that you want to invest now and you don't want to spend any fees on CFDs, because CFDs have monthly fees, nightly fees, and annual fees, I believe. But this depends also on each broker that you use. So let's say this is fine. So let's go here for, I don't want to put anything on Apple. I don't want to put anything on EMB, which is also American ETF. HIG, it's also American ETF. This EFS is actually a British ETF. For European residents, it's okay. For Americans, also they can invest in British ETFs. I think you don't have this restriction as the Europeans, although this ETF is quite similar to the SPY that we have in America. So PFF is also one that we can't use. GNQ, it's also one we can't use in Europe. So now I have my portfolio of the $3,500, and I want to change this. I want to go for high dividend held stocks. So let's go here for, let's increase this for 100, this for 20 stocks. Okay, we're almost reaching there. Chevron is quite risky because it's petroleum we're dealing here. So let's go for 6, and here Philip Morris, let's go for 8. Let's say we're almost there. And here, and store, that gives a high dividend held as well. 16. Okay, so we reached the 5,000 now, and we increase our yield for 5.36%. It's quite good, and I have a diverse market. I'm going to have roughly per month around $20 per month, 25, 17. So as you can see here the average probably is going to be $20 per month. So it's quite good for 5,000 investments. We're going to have roughly $269 per year. So this is the kind of exercises that you can do, and you can see every single time that when you're going to receive. So for example, here I put also the calendar for each stock. So actually this is something that we need to update it every single time manually. You need to create the line, and for each one of them you just need to copy paste. So if you want to have access to this spreadsheet, let me know, put a comment there, and you can do your simulation. One of the things that I want to check is if I want to get paid every single month, I need to get like stocks like this, for example, WA, BBV, STOR, PFG, which pay me in different months. This is quite interesting, so I can manage which stock I want to invest to certain. So for example, here in November, August, May, I don't have too many stocks here, so let's see where I should invest. So probably I should invest in ABVVA more in order to receive more for that month, or AT&T. This is a kind of example of simulations that you can do to see your performance of your portfolio, since there's no any other app that can do this and give you this type of information, although this needs to be updated manually. One of the examples is kind of the last price, but can be the price that you bought. Usually what I do, I use Yahoo Finance to help me to create my portfolio, but although it's a bit limited, and I need to create a spreadsheet to control and do some analysis of my stock's performance. One thing that is important is the month, or many months. So these are actually monthly dividend stocks, and all others are quarterly dividend stocks paid. So actually this one, it's monthly, but it's so high that it's fine to be paying twice per year, because I have the other stocks that compensate me the lack of receiving the other month. So once again, this is a really nice tool to have with you. So I hope that you enjoyed these tips. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a like. So if you want to download this spreadsheet, please let me know. Leave a comment on the description, and I will share the spreadsheets with you guys. Once again, thank you and cheers.